Hello, welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. In today's video, I am once again taking a look at one of your designs that you have linked me in the comment section of one of my videos. And for today, we are looking at something that's a first to this channel, a academy for training students, the Royal Shipbuilding Academy Class 1, which is this gigantic thing right here. Now, this is a hell of a lot bigger than it looks, and once you're inside, it is very easy to get lost, so God knows how your students are going to get to class on time. So pressing F10 and finding it in the spawn menu, if I can spell academy correctly, there we go. This big old building, which can fly like a ship, has defense like a ship, is 64,102 large blocks. It has the decorative block 2 DLC pack and the decorative block 1 DLC pack as a requirement. If I was just to double click this and bring it over here, hopefully it will spawn in. It is a little bit less than the block count stated. Yes, it's only 32,510 blocks in total, so that was a little bit different, but still for the sheer size it might as well be 64,000 blocks. So we're going to start by taking a very quick look around the outside, and then we're going to dive into the interior. Now the interior is going to take a bloody long time to go through because there are multiple floors and multiple ways to get lost, plus plenty of sneaky little areas like air vents that can take you all the way around this academy, all to different little places. So at the very front here, we've got a giant hangar door that if you were to come over to the little button down here, we can press and open that up to let ships come in and out. Now you could use this as an area for little test ships to take off, or use it for loading and unloading cargo. Just above that, in this bit right here, we've got a little open area which doesn't really have anything going on with it. You could use this as a storage site, a small fighter bay. It does not matter what you do with it, it's simply there for you to do anything with. It does come outside through this little doorway over here, so yeah, you do have to bear in mind that it's not airtight in there. Before I just come around over to this side right here, we can see we've got lots and lots of glass to see inside the hangar. The hangar bay itself is pretty big and comes with a little mining ship for you to deploy over that hangar door over there. We've got lots of jump drives on this, and we do have a small pit of death where you can maybe push a naughty person down. But yes, along the side we've got lots of window to see inside, and we've got a bunch of auction farms on the outside with some interior pillars on the ends of them. We've got our hangar door over there, which allows you to get a small ship in and out without having to open that big thing up at the end there. We do have little interior turrets just to blast any sneaky so-and-so trying to bypass your security, and a little button there to manually control the doors. As we move across, we've got some ion thrusters with some lovely blockwork and some hydrogen thrusters. Now this ship is primarily hydrogen based, although it does have quite a few ion thrusters on it, so do bear in mind if your ice supply gets low, you might be in a bit of a pickle if you're planning on flying this as a ship. Just above here, we got ourselves a little walkway for you to go across, like a little balcony place to get in and out of the academy and view out to the stars. We've got lots of turrets going on the top there, so you cannot be naughty while you're out there. Moving across over to here past these spotlights, we've got plenty of lights on this. Rotating lights, spotlights, you name it, it's going to be somewhere. Over to this bit where we have a walkway that takes us from the main body of the ship over to our bridge. We've got plenty of blast door edges, we've got a small connector down there which comes across over to this bit right here where we have the captain's quarters and the crew quarters next to that large hydrogen thruster down there. Just sneakily coming inside, this is our little crew quarters, like our office place. Then through here will be the captain's quarters, which is a very snazzy place to live. We even have some privacy windows there just to cover up the proper windows. Sure you're nice and safe in there. Coming around this side here, we can see inside our bridge, which has plenty of control seats and flight seats for you to use whatever with. And then coming across to here, we got ourselves a camera just to view forwards and some more lovely blockwork. As we move all the way around to the side there, we've got lots and lots of clean white skins. We can see a hydrogen thruster down below. Then moving across, we've got our DLC window with some more windows in front of them. Once again, some more windows, some blue blockwork. Then moving all the way across, we can see the blinking lights at the top, plenty of hydrogen thrusters below. We even have a rocket turret there if you really needed to use it, and another little area for you to get in and out of the station. If we come all the way around to here, we'll have to go into the central part. There is a small little class area. And through this, we've got a little bridgeway. Under here are all these thrusters. We have a small little thing right here, which is a hydrogen tanks and some more thrusters. These are not all the hydrogen tanks on this ship, in case you're wondering. They're simply there for a bit of decoration, really. We have a small survival kit there to respawn on, although there are plenty of medical bays inside this station. If I just come around over to here, just take a quick look along the top there. We've got plenty of nice blockwork, plenty of thrusters, plenty of lights. And as we move along towards the front, that's basically what we are getting. Coming down and underneath this, right there, we can see all the thrusters. There we are, there are the thrusters. Moving down, there's some more ion thrusters, even more hydrogen thrusters, and some more lovely blockwork. And it does look bloody fantastic, doesn't it? Just from a distance, just to be a floating academy through space. So now I'm going to get into my character and dive into the bulk of this video, which will be the interior of the academy. Now we've got plenty of ways to get in and out of this, so I'm going to start by going through this giant door right here. So plopping myself down, we can then press one of these buttons. We've got a lock, we then have an unlock, and then we have this button to open it. It slides very smoothly open on these two little rotors all the way down, which will allow us to get a very big ship in and out. So there we are, and it'll just stop like that. So we can just jump down here, walk on inside. So on the interior, this is what we get, a very big hangar with lots of different things going on. And the windows do look amazing, don't they? Just how they've been set up. We have plenty of places for you to connect up to. So over here, we can put some small ships in, or you could utilize one of these merge blocks over here if you wanted to keep that hangar door nice and open. And over here is a small pit of death, which you could, I suppose, use to connect up to a ship, but it's more fun as a pit of death. So dropping down here, we've got a button panel which we can press to close and open up all this stuff. So we can then come around over to here to reverse the hatch. There we go, we're just going to close this up, and then we're going to lock the door. So it is, we're going to get nice and dark in here. We do have a spotlight up there, but they're not going to be doing it too much. And they just connect up, snap together, and then we're nice and locked. So walking around this room, we've got lots of blue lights. Look at all of this, and we now got our spotlights turned on properly. It's a very nice blue glow with this. Yes, we can just, whoopsie, there we go. Walk along through here to this side of the hangar where we've got a small mining ship that we can go out and use. Let's take a quick look at this. So it's just a large cargo container on a small block ship with some drills on the front with some atmospheric thrusters and some ion thrusters strapped onto it. Yes, we do have some buttons there, so gravity field does not extend past this point, and do be careful and all that. We've got some button panels here just to control the lights inside the hangar. We've got some medical bays here to respawn on or change your outfit to something more appropriate for going out in space. We've got lockers going all the way around the room, and we do have some hangar doors to get in and out without having to open up that big doors. There are jump trams right above us, and now it's time to go inside the ship. So we do have a button panel right here where we can just go and access all these. So we can just open up all of them and just close that. So there we go. All the doors on this station are controlled via hangar doors. You'll see barely any proper doors, so it will take some time to get in and out. But in this area here, we've got large refineries, we've got large cargo containers, modules, turrets, air vents. So we're all nice and set up with a little bit of decoration in the form of the freight crates. And here we go. We then have a button panel right here, which we can press to open up the door behind us. Or we can just come around over to here, where we've got two button panels that do the same thing, to open up this door and get further into the station. So here we are. This is where things are going to get a little bit complicated because there are lots of ways to go and lots of ways that are going to bring us into a full circle. But above there, we've got good use of the rails and the freight crates just for a little bit of storage. Let's go this side. So on this side over here, we've got our contract vendor and some lockers. Above us, we've got some rotors, some wheels, some blast door edges. Above us, we've got some spotlights and all that. Then through this door, we come to some amazing stuff. This is like your reactors, but they're actually just ion thrusters. We can go all the way down there, which we will later on. First, we need to go through this large area here. So this is like your heart of the ship, where all the good stuff is going to happen. We even have a custom built elevator, which we will take in just a bit. There are plenty of catwalks just to get you from one side to another, and we can look down there. It does look great with that blue glowing light. Just walking all the way around to the opposite side of the room. Here we go. We've now got some cryopods, we've got our safe zone, we've got some more jump drives. And yes, it does look great. In fact, we can just come over and activate this safe zone if we wanted to. There we go, it's maximum range. Let's just let that activate. And then we'll all be good. So now, where can we go from here, you're asking? Let's go on the elevator and go to the floor below. So coming over to here, we've got a button panel to bring up the elevator. And on the elevator itself, we can press it and go down. It's a very smooth one. It's just been done with some half-slope blocks onto some traditional catwalks like that, so they don't clip into each other. And there's plenty of room for them to go up and down. But this is the lower floor where we can look down there, some gyroscopes walking along. This is on the inside of our fake little reactor where all our ion thrusters are. We've got some air vents in here, but I have turned off oxygen just to save performance a little bit. We do have plenty of little doorways everywhere for us to go through. So coming through this doorway here, we've got some conveyors going along at the top, and then we come to the other little reactor bay, which is this thing. It does look rather amazing while looking up, doesn't it? Anyway, from here, we've got some very sneaky places where we can go in the forms of ladders going into air vents. So this is where your criminals or drug dealers are going to go to do their dirty work. And yes, you just walk around here. You can look out there. We've got a little open one to make sure you can get out without having to walk all the way around. And just walk around all the way through here. Lots of little places to go, lots of sneaky places. We can crouch and walk around to here if we wanted to. So now I'm back to here where the window is slightly open. We can now go, where can we go from here? Let's go up the elevator and then go further into the ship. Up we come. There we are, nice and smooth. No risk of that ever going clang, unlike my elevators that I tend to make. Where do we go? I'm a little bit turned around now. I think the safe zone was on the opposite side. No, it wasn't. Let's come through this door then. So through this door, we're now on the opposite side where we've got another contracts vendor and some more lockers. And up there, small blast door edges. That is where we just were. So now it's time to come into this, which will take us to the floor above. So going all the way around. Like so. Past that. Come across to this interesting part right here. So we've got two rotors spinning around with some hydrogen thrusters on there. It creates a nice effect, but I am worried about those sparks flying out of them. We do have some interior turrets as well in here, which is quite nice for a bit more protection, and that lovely blue glow from the lights. So now we're back to where we just were, I believe. Could be where we just were, I'm not too sure anymore. So we're going to go through this doorway here, which would take us to our control center. Now the left and the right doors will also take us into this room, so we won't go through them, but we do have air vents behind some window blocks, we've got batteries behind window blocks, we've got some bright white lights in here, and we've got plenty of control seats with a few things set up. So the screens with the logo on them are the ones which actually do stuff, so we can view here and open and close all the hangar doors from that seat, or from this seat over here we can control the turrets on the interior, so we can just blast all the naughty students if you wanted to. And just walking around here, we've got some catwalks to show you where to go, and then we can view down at the hangar at where we just were. Turning around and coming back through here, we don't want to go in that room, we've just been through there. We then got a few more places where we can go, but I will just take a sneaky look out this window. Here we are, we can look across at the captain's quarters through that window over there. Let's just come back through here. So we've got two ways where we can go. In fact, I'll open them both up to save a bit of time. So there we go. The doorway on my right, or the hangars on my right, will take us over to the command center, or this way will take us over to where we just were, but on the floor above. So down below there are where all the ion thrusters were, and we can see all the large reactors, the gyroscopes, some fancy lights on some interior pillars, which does look good. Look out the window there, the rotating lights. There's some remote control blocks as decorations. Then we can walk all the way around to this bit over here, where we've got another doorway. Opening this doorway, we've got a double door, which will then take us over to this little walkway, which is very unprotected. A missile coming over here could prove to be a bit lethal to any students walking across this, but we can just come over to this hangar door, open it up, and come through to the bridge. Now this is where we're going to control absolutely everything and fly the academy. We have a medical bay on both sides to respawn on, which is fantastic. So if you died by accident, you can easily get back to here. Then we've got our offices through there, which I'll come in just a minute. So around the room we've got a bunch of control seats which nothing much actually set on them. So if you wanted to control the turrets, if you wanted to control the hangars from here, you will need to set them up yourself. I will just hop into this chair. We do have a few more controls. So 2 and 3 are to view the forward camera and to view the side camera. And then pressing number 1 will activate all of the LCD screens above there. And after a very sharp lag spike, we'll then get the projector block on in the back there. Now hopefully the game didn't just crash. No, it hasn't. You probably saw the actual projector table there flick on for a second, but I'm going to turn that off because yeah, that's going to cripple performance quite horrifically. Through this doorway here will be to your captain's office where you can sit there and do your paperwork while having your employees, your students just go and sit on those chairs while they're queuing up waiting to complain about something. But if you want to go and retire to your quarters, we can go through this door here where we've got ourselves a very nice room. We've got a small projector table, a small corner chair, a bed, a planter and a very nice view outside. I will leave a link to the skybox in the description below if you are interested. I think it's the scatter field or something like that. Yes, it does look great. Anyway, through this door we got our shower and our toilet blocks, which is very, very nice. Then coming back round through here, we'll now go through the other hangar door, which will be on that side over there. So we came through that door, let's go through this door. Opening that up and looking to our left and our right, we've got some armory lockers. Then moving forwards, we come to this little area here. This is like a little connection point. Not too much is going on. It's more like a recreation area, but there's not too much actually to talk about. We've got some tables, we've got some planters, and a lovely walkway to go from one place to another. So just walk all the way around to here and get to the steps. We do have some protection in here in the form of interior turrets. We do have a few little sneaky ways to go in and out. So through this little doorway here, then take us to the opposite side. So in this part right here, we've got some corner chairs, we've got some tables, and then over on this side, we've got some lockers and the anti-gravity training loom. So once we're in here, there's no gravity field. So once we turn off our jetpack, we're in a bit of a pickle. There we are. It's quite a neat little thing to have. So just got to keep my jetpack on and go back to the door, open that up, and then just come back through to here. So on this side over here, we've got some more freight crates, we've got some interior walls and lots of ways where we can go. Coming up here, we can view outside at our DLC windows, with some more windows covering them up. And this is a small little sitting area where you can relax after a hard day training in the anti-gravity room. Moving all the way round through this little passage, we'll then come to the bedrooms where we've got this little room right here where we've got like a security room where that turret's going to blast any naughty people, and our bathroom. So through here, all the way round, we then have a bunch of toilets, and behind there we've got a little place where you can get changed. Coming through this bit here, we're going to see some more recreation area, but we will have the start of many bedrooms. So over here, we've got our beds that stand up. And then around us, we've got some tables, we've got some chairs, small TV up there. And we've got some showers and toilets, which is quite nice. And an armory locker just to get changed in an emergency. Coming out of that and over to here, we've got some projector tables, we've got some desks to do some studying, we've got some planters for some decoration, and we've got a turret for some encouragement. We do have a chair set up and a TV over there, which is quite nice. Coming through here, we're going to have a similar story on our left, which will be some more beds, tables, chairs, and toilets. But behind us, we're going to go to our medical area where we have our MRI patients, which will come through here to our machines, and we can view across there to our medical bay. And just coming out of that and all the way around to that room, this is our medical staff only. So we'll come across to here where we can view the people getting their MRI scans, and we can do some testing and all that to make sure nobody has some alien disease. Walking through this doorway over here, we've got a bunch of freight crates and a few more ways where we can go. But through this doorway, once again, more beds, more lockers, more toilets, more chairs. So where do we go from here? So we could go through this bit right here. I'll just walk all the way across. This should take us back to our main area, which would be the big reactors and all that. Yes, it is. So here we are back in this room over here with those thrusters down there, which does look bloody fantastic. And then walking all the way back through here, we'll come through this doorway. We do have a collection point here, so if you did want to get rid of some contraband very quickly, just walk up to here and just drop it on the floor. There we are, and it'll be collected up by security. Walking through this doorway over here, then have a few more places where we can go. We've got some medical bays to respawn on. We've got a little testing kit over there, little testing science bay, some more encouragement turrets, and through this doorway over here once again, more beds, chairs, toilets, and lockers. Coming through this doorway over here, we're almost done with the tour. We then got our cryopods, yes, so a quick recharge, put your prisoners in there, it does not matter. And guess what? Recreation area. I'm not even going to say it once again. Yes, through this, got some lovely catwalks, but the frame rate is going down, so sorry about that. And there's our conveyors that go all the way across to the main chamber. Walking around through this doorway over here, we then come to our little hangar bay area type thing, where if I was to come over here and open up this door, there we go. We can open up this hangar door and come to our little balcony where we can just fly off and go and do something, or just look out at the stars behind us. Then coming around to here, we then have a button panel, which will then close it up. There we go. Turning around, we can't do much until that door has closed, so we wait for that to close. Buttons will flick, and then we'll be ready to open this up. And this will open up and will take us to our main little chamber area through here. So this is back where we started. So over there is where the chamber, and that is where I first opened up. So walking all the way around to here, we then can come through this doorway, and then that should be it. So this is going to be our proper recreation area where we've got plenty of tables to eat your food, have your little meetings and all that. We got a vendor, and we got our kitchen for your kitchen staff to serve all the delicious grub. So just taking a look around here, there is an air vent up there. We got our jukebox, and we can view outside there. So one last thing before I end this video, we are now going to fly the Academy by going forwards. This is the speed we're getting. It's surprisingly fast for basically a floating building. That is the speed we are getting. And stopping, we are quite slow as well, but still kind of surprising actually how fast this thing can go. Going left and going right, we're still quite slow, but still it's kind of amazing. Going down, really quite fast, and going up, we're exceptionally fast. Going up seems to be the fastest out of everything, and wiggling my mouse around, we have a surprising amount of control. There's one hell of a lot of weight to it, but we still have a lot of control. So if you did want to turn this into a combat academy, by combat academy I mean just strapping a bunch of guns onto it, you can do so. But other than that, it's a fantastic design and absolutely incredible just to walk through, and I highly recommend you download it and have a little tour by yourself, because it is rather incredible, especially those two little blue reactors that sit in the middle. So it'll be in the description below, as well as the Skybox if you do wish to have a little play around with it, and I'll be back with another showcase video some point soon. Bye bye.